You weren't very happy, obviously, after the game on Sunday. Now, I guess a couple days later, how you're feeling moving forward and just the opportunity to capitalize this Thursday?
I was still a little pissed, just from the game. It's a short week, so, that's still really on your mind. So, just luckily we played Thursday night, so it's a quick little turnaround, and hopefully, we come out Thursday and do what we got to do and hopefully get the victory.
Darius, there's a lot of scrutiny on the head coach right now. It's what happens when you lose games. Where is the locker room at with Frank and where you guys are at this season?
I think locker room is great. I think it's the outside noise that's really, y'all the one who, make it seem like, the head coach is something. But we love what Frank is doing. We stand behind him no matter what. Locker room is great. I just feel like, we're going to stick together no matter what. We're going to let the outside noise continue to be outside noise and do not let, what people say in the media or what they write about be a distraction to us as a unit.
Does he stay? With us, he's very, he's level the whole time. Does he stay like that with you guys? It's been different, up, down. There's been some.
We talk about it. We talk about it all the time. You never get too high, you never get too low. You just make sure you stay to maintain the same guy 24/7. You don't ride a wave. Some people ride the wave of, a team. We don't do that here. We just continue to, do what we can do. That is get better each and every week and just go from there. Never too high, never too low.
Hey, Darius, when you look at between that game and the Baltimore game, and I know you guys don't play the what-if game, and it just seems like guys keep saying we got to be able to close a game out. At what point does that get tiresome, saying we got to learn how to finish out a game?
It get tired after the first one. It's the mindset you're supposed to have that you're supposed to, finish ball games. And we're not doing a great job of that, this season. So hopefully we can, turn this thing around and, keep going forward, moving in the right direction.
On the other hand, this is the first primetime game here in Indy in quite some time. So, have you guys addressed that? And how can you turn this thing around in front of a home crowd in primetime?
No, not really. Say anything about it. We treat it just like a normal game. We're just ready to come in and just do what we got to do. The bright side of it is we're not getting home at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and so we just got to go in, treat every game like a regular game, and just go out, control what we can control, and hopefully play good fundamentals on all 3 phases.
You guys have given up some passes in the middle of the field this year. Maybe it's some of that the nature of your defense, I think, maybe, but they're not long passes necessarily. But do you think there's a reason you guys, or do you think there's a way you guys can maybe defend those a little better?
If you know football or anything, you understand concepts of what we were trying to do. If you play cover 2, you're supposed to throw the check down the middle of the field. If you're playing cover 3, that's more of an outside zone throws. I didn't think, just thinking of the last game, I don't think that we got beat in the inside. If you look at all the plays, it was on quick outs on the outside, and the touchdown was outside, and only one play that came actually inside was the second and 18 in overtime. So I don't understand where that question is coming from on the inside throws, especially not from last game, because it more so was on the outside by the numbers on the sideline, or if it was boot, they hit the over route, so the sideline. So I don't really understand where that's coming from right now. So.
Well, it's not just based on that one game.
I was just going off last game, So yeah.
Fair enough.
A week ago, we had no idea who Mike White was. What have you seen on film from the Jets quarterback?
I think they do a great job of, getting the ball out of his hand quickly. You look at the film from Cincinnati, they were playing a lot of 2 shells, so, take away the deep throws, and he's just throwing a check down to the back or throwing it to the middle of the field. So we got to find a way to, to make him throw the ball down the field more, make sure he's hold the ball longer so our D-line can get a rush and get out to him there.
Darius, you mentioned their win over Cincinnati. Their other win is over Tennessee. How important is it not to overlook this Jets team, not take them for granted despite the times they've struggled?
I feel like in the NFL you can't look over any team. There's really not too many blowouts in the NFL. Everything is probably a 1-score game. So everybody has great athletes. Everybody, do a great job of game planning. And like you said, they wins against Tennessee and win against Cincy. So we got to come in and make sure that we're firing on all cylinders. Make sure that we're locked in and understanding what they're trying to do to us offensively, and making sure that we can find a way to stop that.
Is there something you can draw from your film against Tennessee, their film against Tennessee, and maybe have that commonality that you're able to glean some insight from?
Just seeing how Tennessee played them, seeing where they try to do against them. But their offense is very different. It's very rare that you see they run the same plays 2 weeks back to back. So, that's one thing that's crazy there. So, me as a linebacker, you think of, him coming in as a backup quarterback, playing well against Cincy. I'm thinking that, they probably going to add the plays that he played well against Cincy. So, just trying to go off there and see, what throws that he like, see can we take them away and, make him throw left-handed.
Weird to you that you've been here for 4 years now. You guys have made the playoffs twice, but this is the first primetime game you're ever going to play at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. This is the first, like you said, the first primetime game at home in 4 years. It definitely sucks that we only have one home game there, but it is what it is. I feel like, when we're in the market that we're in, we sometimes you got to bite the bullet. Sometimes you got to go out and play primetime games like we did in Baltimore or San Fran, and then hopefully earn some respect somewhere around the line, and hopefully we get some more home games.
How much more treatment and body taken care of, I guess, do you have to do this week with it being such a short week? And midway through the season, you have bumps and bruises already.
It's more so, you got to really lock in more because, like right after the game, my guys here, I'm in hyperbaric chamber, getting on the massage table the day after, getting ankle work and everything done. It's a daily grind instead of, taking a day off and kind of resting a little bit. Now it's you really got to get right back into it to try to find a way to feel good and get ready to play on Thursday.
What day of the week do you finally feel like good or normal?
This year? Never. Well, for me, this year has been absolutely terrible for me. So, I haven't felt good going into not one game. So,
Let's say your ankle wasn't hurt, right?
Ankle wasn't hurt, I'll say probably Friday, Saturday.
Friday?
Yeah, because, you got to think about it. We playing on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. Wednesday, we back in pads, we banging. Thursday, we back in, we out of pads, but we still running. Friday is the last day, so Friday is my big maintenance day from probably 2 o'clock, probably 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then, after that, that's when I'll probably feel good going into the game.